Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Book Lover. So today I'm talking about the review of the book All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. It's the book that everyone's talking about for a good reason because it's so good and it's a fantasy book, and if you are a fantasy book lover then you should read this book, and if you haven't read this book so go and read it now because it's an amazing fantasy book. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let's get started about the review of the book. Actually, this story is all about the main character of Amora Montara, and she is the princess and the part of the royalty of this nation of Ireland, where all the people have one kind of magic and they live on the island that practices their kind of magic, and only her family has the soul magic because it seems as like the most dangerous, and there's like a whole legend behind why they have it and what they are doing to keep that contains. So she is officially about to become the higher, and so she has to do this performance in order to prove that she has control of her magic things. Understandably go away and everything kind of goes from there. So this was a book that when I went into it I thought that it was going to be like fairly predictable. Just I thought that I knew this is going to be about, and I end up being really surprised by how much I enjoyed this book. Actually, this book is full of magnificent characters and dangers, adventures. I really enjoyed the reading of this book. And for any fantasy fan who loves magical kingdoms, powerful princesses and mermaids and sea monsters and fairies, this tale will draw you in. And the book is also dark, not straying away from topics such as the mortality and power dynamics of royalty and the price that comes with power. I enjoyed the agency that Amora displays as she sets about gaining her rightful place on the throne. The crew of Keel Hall that accompany Amora on her journey, Farrig, Vetia, and Bastion, are fascinating and well rounded. I love a good assembled story, and this one sold me immediately on their growing dynamic. At first, let's talk about the world building. This is an island nation with a lot of different kinds of magic, and I found the world building in there to be so lush in a way that was just like very noticeable to me, like the descriptions of clothing and the magic and like food and stuff. I mostly like clothing, and just like the environment around them is so interesting because that's not something that I always pick up on and or notice, but I felt like I could really picture everything in here. And it is this like ocean island theme. There's a lot of like just very like pretty iridescent sand and scales and bones and things from these different like island nations, which I found really interesting. I also found the magic system to be more than I thought it originally was going to be. Like I said, all of the different islands have different kinds of magic, and the different kinds of magic at first glance, because you can see it in a very beginning of the book, it's like a guide to all the magic. I was like that this seems so like early 2010s YA with the like the different of magic and whatever, and I just did not think I was gonna like it, but it ended up being different than what I thought, because the magics at face value seem very like straightforward, but then when you get into them and the things that you that they can do with them are not just what you think, that gets not based the way that it feels like it is when you first started. So again, that was very surprising to me. I just really enjoy the different kinds of magic and how they translated to what they end up being able to do. If I'm talking about the character characters of this book, I really liked our main character. So Amora, as a character again, could feel very just like naive and stuff, but she really doesn't. She has been kept in the dark about a lot of things in our kingdom, and she ends up being a character that I actually genuinely believe is trying to do the right thing and wants to be a ruler. I feel like in a lot of Y8 books we have these characters that they are always saying like I want to be a good ruler, I'm doing this for my pupil, but you don't quite believe it, but her actions really do show that that is what she is trying to do, and that she would like legitimately be a good ruler. We also have some side characters that I really enjoy. She doesn't know coming into contact with a pirate, which even him as a character I was like on he's just gonna be like this snacky pirate, and he does have that to him. But their dynamic is so interesting and fun because they have that banter to them, but they also like start forming more of romantic bond, and even that is like very much mature and grounded for a story about the teenagers. Like it does definitely feel, it still feel that they are teenagers, but like instead of having a lot of miscommunications or then keeping each other in the dark all the time, they do kind of like talk more through there. And I find that to be really fun and a nice breath of fresh air from like a lot of stories that just throw these teenagers into a like a really complicated situations, and where they are like not talking whatever and just showing like kind of really toxic behavior. And in here they are really did work through a lot of what the problems were, which made them really fun to watch. We also have some other side characters of like her childhood best friend who was like mildly in love with her, who could go a certain way, but it feels different. And we also have a Siren mermaid character who again is like probably one of my favorite mermaid that I have seen in fiction recently. So I can really enjoy this in a way that I was not accepting. If I'm talking about the plot of the story, the plot is very fast paced and fun. You could see a lot of different parts of the world. There are some scenes that really do like stick out to me, as far as again like the description of the world and things like that. But you do have like this found family element with these pupils, that she comes into contact with you, have a lot of explorations of like what it means to rule, and sort of like a history of a royal family, and like what the implications of your ancestors actions are, and things like that. So I found that really fun, and every time I sat down to read this I kept wanting to read it. So I end up really enjoying this for a book. Honestly, I really enjoyed it, and one thing I really loved about it was magic in here was so unique. I have never read anything like the type of magic that more practices in this book, and I just thought that it was really unique and really cool. So if you are a fan of fantasy books, well, just lot of adventures and actions and fun times, I definitely recommend this book to you. So if you haven't read this book, go read and now, because it's so good. So guys, the reviews ended up, and if you like the review of this book, all the stars and T's, so please do hit the like button, and even also like the bell icon for more stories. Take care, tata, bye bye.